Hey, how's it going, everyone? It is Drigo. We're back with another chapter of Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest, chapter 174, Super Speed as a Way of Life. And I really like the cover page for this chapter, which has Racer about to do a race, and I find it actually so fun that his pit crew is Angel. I would have liked to see some of the other Sace there, as his pit crew, but I still find it fun. Kind of a fun little detail is his car and also the back of his jacket have the guild logo for Fairy Tale on it. Kind of an interesting detail that it isn't branded with the Sace, and I kind of love the idea that Racer is driving the official Fairy Tale branded race car, and he's the driver for it. So the chapter picked up with Urza, Wed, Ignia, and Ferris all having their standoffs and battles against one another, which you don't really stay with them for too long because you immediately cut back over to the Sace fighting the brand new Demon Sace. And a main thing that the Demon Sace were hyping up in previous chapters were that they had already killed Aldoron and they destroyed the Lacrima that was controlling him. Well, it turns out they did not kill Aldoron. Aldoron is still alive and well. He straight up pops up from under the ground, looking as gigantic as ever. And the main question now is, where is the Lacrima that is controlling him? So that is an unknown right now, and that is probably a very big problem. I'm going to imagine it probably is on Aldoron himself, just because Aldoron is gigantic. And the Sace's fight is now taking place on Aldoron himself, which is where you cut over to Racer's fight against the bird member of the Demon Sace. And his magic honestly kind of reminds me of Hawk's from My Hero Academia, because he does an attack called Falcon Wings. I don't know, just the way that that attack looks, I'm like, this looks so much like Hawk's. The fact that he's controlling single individual feathers. And that attack doesn't seem to do much of anything against Racer because he immediately counters it with a kick to the face. And they are actually going blow for blow because Racer actually does get hit by him with an attack called Condor Fin Fan. And that is kind of interesting that he did get hit because obviously in the Arashio and Sace arc, he was kind of slowing down the time around people to where it looked like he was going insanely fast and you had to go outside of his range. And he's clearly within the range of Racer. So he has to be going insanely fast for it to actually fully hit him. And he really doesn't give Racer any time to recover from that attack because he immediately attacks him again with eagle attach, and he just straight up grabs his neck with his eagle feet. This is where you get a little bit more backstory about the Demon Sace from Ferris talking to Ignia, saying that each one of her demons was born from her prayers, and they all are part demon / they have a bit of black magic within them and are able to use that, which is where you cut back over to the Demon Sace defeating the original Arashio Sace. And Ferris really does kind of take elements from a lot of the villains here, because obviously she's talking about demons, that she formed these demons into 6, aka the Arashio Sace, but then also you're talking about demons, so that's kind of like Zareth and Tartaros, and she obviously is using black magic, which is very much like Zareth. But then she's also talking about the black abyss of magic, which was very much a Hades ideal. And even Meldy points out that these Demon Sace have magic power very similar to Master Hades, and that it is kind of creeping her out. In the final few pages of this chapter, you get Racer pretty darn beat up from his fight, kind of not fully out, and I really like him talking about his prayer, that his prayer originally was just to run free, but he changed it to now it's to run to live, and he does a gut punch to him, and that is the final page of this chapter. I honestly thought that there was a bit more to it because I thought you were at least gonna see the full impact of that punch, but I guess not. But that is the end of this chapter, so my thoughts. I kind of like the idea that this Demon Sace has demon and also black magic power within them. Does probably make them a lot more lethal. I would have loved it to be curses though, since they're demons. I 100% thought that they did not beat Aldoron, because I was like, that was a weird decision to try and defeat a dragon god off screen and destroy the Lacrima off screen. So that clearly means that the Lacrima is still out there, and you're going to have to find out where it is. And also now they have a dragon god running amok. And I don't really know how they're going to deal with Aldoron, because they don't really have any dragon slayers too much there. I mean, you're about to have Natsu be there, but he's going to be busy with Ferris and Ignia. And then you do have Cobra, but he's getting beat up pretty badly right now. And would Cobra be able to solo a dragon god by himself? I'm going to say probably not. Now, you did have a lot of the Sais get beat kind of this chapter, but I imagine they're probably going to make a comeback next chapter. And the fact that they're pointing out differences between the Sais and like Hades and whatnot, kind of leads me to believe that maybe they have like a demon heart situation that like Hades had, or some kind of maybe power source that they were running off of, or something very similar to it. Because the fact that they're explicitly pointing out that their magic is similar to Hades, I think is a big kind of tell. And I do like that the Sais kind of changed up their prayers. I would have liked to know, like, did any of the other members change their prayers now? And you didn't really get much of any of the other people's fights. You really only get racers. I would like to see what everyone else is doing in their fights, but we're not seeing that right now. Maybe in the anime it gets more expanded. So what are you guys' thoughts on this chapter? Leave in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and this is Drago, signing out.